So what is a black belt? A black belt is one who is fearless. So overcoming fear does not mean that you don't feel the physiological aspect of adrenaline or instinctive reaction. It just means that you're not guided by it, that you control whether that has power, whether that develops, and which way it channels. For instance, if I'm annoyed at somebody who pushes me, I can decide whether to ignite that in that moment or channel it elsewhere. I can decide whether I burn it up in that instance or whether I channel it into a more productive or more intelligent use of power. So the instinctive urge to fight back is something we use in martial arts. We're not used by it. For instance, I could use it to ground myself instead of panic and fight back. I could use it to, if there was no choice, I could use it to fight back, but always with an element of my choosing, of self-control, and with bearing in mind that I'm directing what I'm doing. So, in other words, you want to remain aware of what you're doing, conscious of what you're doing, rather than just performing purely unconsciously. So, a black belt is one who is fearless. That means fear goes beneath him. He's riding the wave of fear, he's not crashing with it and drowning in it. So riding the wave means you're in control, you're using the energy, actually. It's not that it's not there. You're using it to surf above events and ride them rather than be ridden by them. So what does fearless mean? Does it mean you win all the time? No, it doesn't. In many instances, it means that you don't react. You choose to act and you decide what type of action you will do. So this is the difference. Are you responding appropriately or are you reacting inappropriately? So the black belt always chooses how to respond. He may react, he may respond differently. The key is to keep this decision making a conscious one rather than decided by events. So if you lose a contest, you may lose 20 contests. It doesn't mean anything in terms of whether you're a black belt. The black belt is one who is fearless, which means one who is never afraid to seek more. It doesn't mean that you've won this, you've won that, you've broken a brick, or you've won a belt. The belt is a symbol of an underlying reality, which involves fearlessness, lack of guilt for pushing the boundaries. You don't need to just do what's expected of an institution or organization. No, that's a established, institutionalized, systematic way of seeing things. So the black belt is in your hearts and minds, and when that's established within, it cannot be taken regardless of what actually happens. You can be destroyed, you can be hurt, injured, or worse, but you retain that status of seeking more, of searching in a fearless and conscious way. So in this sense, when you are fearless, you are without boundaries, and you are always expanding your awareness and set of skills. And not only that, but you're always seeking more. And that seeking more doesn't have a definite endpoint. It's infinite. So black, darkness is to do with embracing the infinite and creating more from that.